welcome to this very special edition of Prime Property. I'm Tara Rai, and on today's episode, we'll be taking you inside Chennai. To the next 30 minutes, we'll try and identify good investment options for you in South India's largest city. It's been almost 2 months since the Chennai Metro Rail made its debut in the city and brought with it some long-awaited relief to the city's commuters. Experts had earlier said Chennai's property market had already factored in the Metro Rail. But a recent study suggests the Metro turning operational could result in an additional price rise in the city. Will this happen? Will it not? Jude Saneth breaks it down for you.
When Chennai's newly inaugurated Metro Rail chugged off on its maiden journey, these happy commuters became the enduring image of the day. But right outside these blue and grey Metro coaches, a bigger success story was just unfolding. Chennai's real estate had finally hit its long-awaited inflection point. I'm coming to you from the Alandur Metro station, which is the starting point of Chennai's Metro line. Alandur is a testament to just how much of an impact a Metro Rail can have on a city's property market. When the Chennai Metro Rail was announced back in 2009, prices here were hovering around 3,500 to 4,000 rupees per square foot. Today, these prices stand at a solid 7,000 rupees per square foot. Realty consultant Jones Lang LaSalle has reported that prices around the Chennai Metro Rail have been rising steadily for 6 years and have today appreciated to 7,000 to 16,000 rupees per square foot. JLL predicts that prices could still rise by another 15%, and that's only for the Metro corridor already under operation. 9 stations in the currently functional Green Line are yet to open, and a significant upside in prices is very much on the cards. Ditto for the property market, flanked by the upcoming Blue Line that will connect the Madras High Court in North Chennai to the airport in the south. This corridor will be ready in late 2016.
If you take a look at it, the first entire corridor which is going to be linked and has already been linked, if you have to call, is Alandur to Coimbatore and the north side. So the north side was actually devoid of any connectivity in terms of coming back to the southwest of the city, and today city is moving towards southwest. So that will definitely see an appreciation in prices for real estate developers who have already built, because today people will see that there's an ease for commute. Ease for commute makes it a destination by itself.
At Guindy, one of Chennai's older financial hubs, the Metro Rail's influence is for everyone to see. Construction activity has dotted the skyline and development is in full swing. Top developers like VGN and Olympia have launched both residential and commercial projects in the vicinity. Even as far as Ananagar, where the current Metro corridor ends, the Ozone Group's 29 towers strong Metro Zone project forms a perfect background for the Metro Rail. But these developers aren't as convinced as JLL of a significant price rise in the short term.
The current demand-supply situation which is there is not going to favor any further price increase. So whether it is metro corridor or a non-metro corridor, there is not likely to be significant change in prices. But I believe that things will change in the course of next 12 months. Because the metro rail is commissioned, I expect a lot more commercial activity to come. The commercial activity is going to drive the residential activity.
And that's why the Metro's success story could well script the comeback of commercial real estate in Chennai. A number of big commercial deals are expected to be sealed along the Metro corridor. A lot of the Metro Rail's success hinges on just how much developers can build around the Metro corridor. Now, they've been lobbying for higher FSI around the Metro Rail. These builders' pitch to the city's administration is get more people to live and work around the Metro Rail. Let's see if the Jayalalitha government obliges before state elections next year. In Chennai, this is Jude Saneth.
And regardless of whether developers get to build more or not, prices in areas adjoining the metro are expected to rise by another 15% in the short term. So it is a good corridor to invest if you're looking to do so. The metro also runs through Mount Road, one of the city's oldest transit corridors. Mount Road, or Anna Salai as is known today, is at the center of a heated debate over a long overdue redevelopment. Chennai's real estate developers had thrown their hat into the ring in what is being seen as an attempt to build consensus to revamp the 12-kilometer-long stretch that is home to Chennai's oldest heritage buildings, offices and homes. Jude takes you through those plans.
Mount Road, the last remaining testament to Chennai's famed colonial heritage, is today at a crossroads of sorts. The 400-year-old corridor, home to some of Chennai's most iconic offices, like the LIC building, is in need of change. Aging infrastructure coupled with rapid urbanization has made Chennai's oldest office market yearn for a redevelopment plan. A plan that could soon be just around the corner. In what could be the first real attempt to begin this process of redevelopment, real estate developers here in Chennai have actively evinced interest in building taller buildings along this stretch. The plan, it seems, is to lobby for higher FSI or floor space index, which allows developers to go higher. Higher FSI coupled with a proper land pooling plan, developers say, could lead to the unlocking of older and larger land parcels. Larger land banks could then mean potential high-quality commercial real estate. But all this depends on if and only if the Chennai Metropolitan Development Authority, or the CMDA, approves a long-pending plan to increase FSI stipulations along select areas of Mount Road.
It's a big if they do allow additional FSI at low or no cost and encourage land pooling around that area, so you can aggregate smaller pieces of lands into larger pieces, then the real redevelopment potential of Mount Road will be unlocked.
The clamour for higher FSI along Mount Road follows a similar appeal for higher FSI along the metro rail, which runs along the entire stretch of the road itself. Developers say that getting more people to live near the metro could mean better patronage for the soon-to-be-launched transit line. But FSI revisions or not, some developers have already announced joint development plans to revamp certain commercial spaces along Mount Road. Just last month, Chennai-based Akshaya Homes announced plans to tie up with the 55-year-old Shanti Theatre on Mount Road to redevelop it into a multiplex and mall. But the bigger picture, the developer says, is to revamp Mount Road's commercial and entertainment profile.
Having all the infrastructures today, the glory of Mount Road, the glory of Anna Salai is getting slowly vanished. Why? It is not the mistake of Anna Salai, it's not the mistake of the planners, it's not the mistake of Mount Road. The infrastructure is there, but urbanization has actually overtaken. The good number of people moved in, the entertainment is not enough, the road width is not enough, the parking is not enough.
Sources tell Prime Property that Prestige Constructions will also launch a commercial project just behind the famed Spencer Plaza, while Express Infrastructure, which developed Chennai's Express Avenue Mall, has launched a residential project adjacent to the mall. ETA Star has also just completed a large commercial project along the road. Rental rates along Anna Salai, according to Knight Frank India, are at an all-time high and could go further north should redevelopment take place.
There are no quality commercial office space in the market. So which means it is sliding towards the landlord market, and rates are definitely going up. So with this kind of infrastructure and with the kind of world-class buildings, if we were to develop, rates will definitely go up. So rates will definitely go north.
If that does indeed happen, rentals could appreciate even more in Chennai's most sought-after address. But again, all this depends on just how far the CMDA is willing to go in allowing developers to build taller buildings along the metro rail and, of course, Mount Road itself. Now, no official from the CMDA was willing to speak to us on camera, but sources from within the organization tell us that FSI could be revised upwards once the metro rail does end up being operational later this year. Hopefully by then, Mount Road's redevelopment plan will also gain some momentum. In Chennai, with camera person Narayana Pragada, this is Jude Sanat.
That's right. Clearly exciting times ahead for Chennai city centre. A long-awaited metro rail being launched. It's going to be extended. Redevelopment plans being mooted. With that, we're going to slip into a short break. When we return, we're going to find out how luxury housing is doing in Chennai. Stay tuned. You're watching the Inside Chennai special of Prime Property.